All right. We are taking a bizarre ride to 1992, along with The Pharcyde, for the album Bizarre Ride to the Pharcyde by The Pharcyde. I'm looking at the cover. I was checking out the cover. At first, I didn't really think anything of it, and then I was looking at this like little roller coaster track, train track thing, and where it's going. It's kind of got a pink color and a distinct shape, but then also there's like razor blades. Okay, and an exhaust pipe. I don't know what to make of that, kids. No idea. This album's been requested a lot. People have told me, Bob, we know you get a little tired of the gangster rap lyrics and shit like that. These guys, not gangster rap, kind of jazzy production, 1992, so still kind of that golden era of hip hop timeline. It's like, yeah, that sounds cool. I've been wanting to check this out for a while. Finally feeling like dropping into it. I'm trying to bounce around. I feel bad because I opened up the year, ended last year saying, oh, I'm going to stick with hip hop, and then I opened up the year with a bunch of pop shit. Trying to get back to another classic here, 1992. I think this fits the bill. 16 tracks, a couple of skits, but coming in at just under 57 minutes. Okay, cool. I only found 2 music videos, and that's fine. Music videos will be Patreon only. That'll be at the end. I'm going to do it at the end. Patreon's $2, MP3, uncut, no ads. Pack of cigarettes if you want. Free pack of cigarettes. No cigarettes. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I read the Wikipedia entry about these guys very briefly, just like the summary. South Central, the 4 of them grouped up. Apparently they broke up not too long after they got started, some personality conflicts and what have you. I was glancing through, as I was setting up, looks like all the production is by Jay Swift, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I really have no idea what to expect. So, actually, that's not true. I did see something somewhere was saying how apparently these are like if you take a bunch of the class clowns and put them in the booth. So lots of silly lyrics, apparently, funny shit, laughing at shit. So, not have to take stuff too seriously. But I am curious. I mean, the cover itself is kind of fascinating. I can't really make out, with where the train track is going. The green section, it looks like tile roofing or something for a house, but it could also maybe be stacks of money, but I don't think it's stacks of money. It just looks like very animated, thick house roofing or something like that. And then there's buildings in the background. On the right, it looks like there's this, it's not an eyeball, it's his hat that blew off. Okay. And this one guy's passed out. Maybe it's too scary. Like one of those YouTube videos where they do the slingshot and then people just pass out. Anyway, it opens up for better or for worse. This little interlude, instrumental only, 36 seconds, which rolls into track 2 called Oh Shit. So we'll just let it play. We'll just let it roll for a bit. First time hearing The Pharcyde, 1992. This one's considered a classic. Drop it in. Here we go. Track 1, for better or for worse. And I'm going to assume it transitions, so it won't pause. Huh. Cool. Cool little start here. Oh, it even fades out. All right, here we go. Track 2. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, it's early 90s, so we'll be hearing some record scratching. Oh shit. Immediately, great beat, immediately.
Little Sally Walker sitting in a saucer, oh how I toss that ass. Like a mission in the woods, Woody Woodpecker would if he could, but I didn't want to pass it up.
Wow, dude.
Man bumping on the 50-yard line and my adrenaline pumping like a killer thriller tiller out with the miller.
Great flow.
Took it to the damn Dutch puke. Luke Skywalker ain't a sweet talker, so I got ill with my lifesaver that came in one fancy flavor. My strange behavior led to an outburst. The night felt good, but the day got worse. Ooh, and I'm busted for real. Oh, shit.
Great flow. Great flow through there. Kind of crisp.
Wanna say the least. I'm so slick that they need to call me Grease, cause I slips and I slides when I ride on the lease. Imani and your mom sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S. Yo, first comes the tongue, and then comes the she. My homies M-O-M. What? M-I. Yo, as I think today one in my eyes, I show fear, cause I stepped into his house with mom's grinning ear to ear. Before I could say, Alexander Park bit mad, I flipped the soul bitch in the doggy style. Greg walked in the room, that nigga cold had a fit go. But all this numbskull couldn't say
But all
what.
I was saying was, oh shit. Oh fuck, that's funny. That's funny. This is a banger already. This is a banger. You know what that verse reminds me of? There's a YouTube channel, Desi Banks, I think. Yeah, and he's got these funny little like 1 minute, 90-second skits or whatever. And there's a couple in these skits. There's like, you know, recurring characters and stuff. And one of the characters is his friend's girlfriend who's always trying to hook up with him. So this whole section about, you know, she offered me up a cup, you know, the giggles and the winks for weeks. You know, she's sizing me up for the kill. Offered me a cup of Ripple, broke out the titty, squeezed her nipples. That totally makes me think of some of his skits that he has. Because that one girl, man, she got big old titties. And she likes Desi Banks. Oh, this is funny as fuck, dude. This is great.
Sucking on my neck like Dracula. But it wasn't all that spectacular.
Why?
Cause every time I tried to touch up on a taste nitty, she would be like, quit. Bitch was frontin', but I didn't say nothing. Then all of a sudden, after someone pushed the button, I got a funny feeling like something was real wrong. Looked at her shoes and her feet was real long. Then it hit me. Oh, please, God, no. Don't let this whole turn out to be John Doe. He put a fast one on me. Yo, I guess that's one of those things that make you go.
That is funny. Suzuki Sound. Great opener. What a great opener. This is great. Oh man, if this is how the album's gonna be, fuck yeah, no wonder people consider this to be a classic. Yo, I'm kind of surprised by this verse 3 here. I'm surprised. Early 90s, you know, hip hop does seem to struggle with, you know, homosexuality and all that kind of stuff. So for somebody to tell a story about, what do they call the traps? Are they traps? I can't remember. I don't know. I don't even want to like try and guess at the terms because these days every word you say is fucking, oh, you're not allowed to say that shit. But basically him telling the story of, he thinks it's a chick, but it's not. It ain't actually a chick. Kind of brave, honestly, to put that out in 1992. But you know what's kind of cool too is this is something I mean I already really appreciate just from the first track is how we handle situations is, for the most part, it's entirely up to us, right? It's entirely up to us. Sometimes shit just happens, right? And we just have this immediate emotional response, and that's what it is. But, like, for example, thank God, I was gone dirt biking one weekend. My wife stayed home. Thank God she stayed home because sometime Friday night, something sprung a leak under the sink, and she woke up Saturday morning, fucking water everywhere. And so it could have been way worse. But, like, our whole kitchen's tore up right now. All the floors are up. If there's water damage. It's just a fucking pain in the ass. What are you gonna do? You know, we could be mad about it. We could be all pissed off. We could, you know, it's not gonna change anything. It doesn't make the water just disappear, you know. And so the fact that he tells this story and is just laughing at it, you know, oh shit, I got tricked. The girl tricked me, you know. Yeah, and you could be furious about it if you wanted to. Doesn't really fix anything. If anything, in that kind of situation, it'd probably make it worse because I think I've heard other lyrics or other, maybe it's just stories or who knows what. Maybe I'm thinking of even just movies where, you know, the guy that gets tricked flies off the handle and beats the shit out of somebody, and now, it was fucking murder. Like, you know, who knows, right? So often we take situations and we just make them worse in how we respond to it. When really it's just like, well, fuck. They got me, you know? Great opening fucking song, man. The story with the mom. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, let's move on to track. Oh, actually, track 3 is a little skit. So it's Jiggaboo time. Let's hear the skit, and then it rolls into track 4, which is called For Better or For Worse, the actual track, not an opener. So we'll roll out of track 2. Roll out of track 3. It's Jiggaboo time. Ah. When there's pork in your bowl? I don't know what that's about. What? What's the summary? Is there a summary? No summary. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
But we're all Jiggaboos. Yeah, in our own way. So might as well just get paid and say fake fuck.
You know, usually I don't plan to pause for skits, but I was trying to figure out exactly the meaning for Jiggaboo time. But you can they do a great job of creating the context here. When you sign across the line, when you're running out of lyrics, when you're rapping for money, when you don't have a plan, you're rapping for the white man, you don't have a soul. There's pork in your bowl. I don't understand the pork reference. The only thing I can think of is would be something related to Islam, and if you're not allowed to eat pork or something like that. I don't know what that really means. And then the second part, bug your eyes out a little, straighten your ass out, be real ghetto, we'll shoot the video over here. We need a street area, wear some tees with holes in it, wear some gold chains, all that bullshit. And I love how everything just rampages, the music, the production just rampages into a fury. Fuck all that bullshit. So, I don't really remember what the 1992 hip-hop culture was like. I didn't really pay much attention to it at the time. But to me, clearly, this is a lashing out against the ideas of how people are being portrayed in hip-hop, and probably, fucking record labels and all that kind of shit. But we're all Jiggaboos in our own way. Might as well just get paid and say fuck it. Interesting. I don't know, and that's a kind of a... Because on one hand, there's a situation of, well, if I don't do it, somebody else will. It's like, if I refuse to act this way and do certain things in exchange for money and sell myself out, essentially, somebody else is just going to do it. So it's not like my refusal changes anything. So instead, it's almost like, let's play the game and try and change it from the inside, but which rarely happens either. Yeah, interesting. All right, let's roll on track 4. That's kind of a neat skit, honestly. I love the thrashing of the production at the end, the expression of the emotion through music. Okay, here's track 4, For Better or For Worse.
Do you take Rhymalinda to be your lawfully
Rhymalinda.
wife? I do. No, I do.
To Rhymalinda. Cool sound. Whoa, 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 whoa. Great drum beat. Just good, crisp, clean drum beat. Oh no, I was thinking this was going to be something different. And you don't stop, and you don't stop. I can't remember what that's from. This is different. Oh, man. Let's get in. I want to look at these lyrics a bit from verse 1. So he said, we're having little tykes. One is little Mike, the other's Ike. So I'm assuming is it Ike Turner and Mike Tyson, who both beat their wives, I think. Some kid thinks about having children around Melinda and raising a family. He's dedicated to the commitment and remains history. Okay, so it doesn't mention anything about the names. Who the fuck was Ike Turner? Anyway, I don't even remember. Oh, maybe Tina Turner, Ike Turner? I don't know. I don't really pay... It's tough, because on one hand, it's important to remember things like that for references like these. But at the same time, I don't really care what happens in celebrities' lives. Like, it's none of my fucking business as far as I'm concerned. And, like, I'm not a fan of celebrity worship and all this shit. So it's like, okay, something happened, great. Something happened to me and something happened to somebody else too. Do we give a shit about that? No. Then why the fuck do I care about them and what happened to them? I don't need to know their drama, their bullshit. Rhyme Melinda. It met in 82 back in school. Used to play up all the foot. Let's keep going. It sounds like the second verse, it sounded like it was kind of continuing from the first verse, but maybe not. Let's keep going and see if the whole song is like this story arc. What sucks is there's no summary. Anyway, all right, let's just keep rolling for a bit. Why you call my... Huh. You taste so intelligent. What the fuck? This is a bizarre ride. What? Okay. Okay. I think maybe that part is the for worse portion of the relationship. This is weird. This is very weird. Oh, wow. You know what? I'll let it finish. Just 10 seconds. It just runs out. So this part where he's screaming fat, fat, fat. There's a group, Limp Bizkit, who I was never really a huge fan of, but their first album was, it was solid. It was pretty good, I thought. And I think it's at the end of Counterfeit. He starts screaming counterfeit, and they just start saying fit, 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 fake or something like that. It's very similar to that. Probably coincidental, but Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst, the singer, he raps. I wonder if he was a fan of this album. It would make sense. I mean, 1992, they came up end of the 90s is when they were rolling out, like 97, 98, something like that. I wonder if he's just a fan of this album. Probably a coincidence. Very odd song. I think this is one of the videos. There's only 2 music videos. I think one of them is this one, for better or for worse. Yeah. So that's going to be fun to watch. I don't really want to read too much of verse 3. He fucking freaks out. I'll take a hammer and start to drill your skull. Then we'll start picking your brains. I'll be licking. You taste so intelligent. You trusted me. Now I busted the top of your skull. Very, okay. Yeah, whatever. But I wonder if this is all. I'm assuming this is all related to what is it? Rhymelinda? Yeah. Rhymelinda. And I feel like there actually is something here. Like if you think about the interlude, the Jiggaboo skit, you don't have soul when you run out of lyrics, that type of a thing. I feel like there is like this strange relation to a paranoia. If Rhymelinda is supposed to be a personification of, you know, writing good rhymes and making music and what have you, having this relationship with it, with music, making music, you know, committing your life to it. You know, do you take Rhymelinda to be your lawfully wedded wife? Well, I do. I don't. I do. Wait, I don't know. You know, that this hesitation. And then you think about, like, well, I think about another thing that they said when you sign the line, you know, when you're rapping for the white man, all that kind of shit. And then I even go further with that. I think about culture and how much does it matter about culture and where you're from and who your people are. And do you feel like you're selling them out? Maybe. But how much hip hop culture means to the black community, and so rhyming is part of that, but now you're not doing it for the right reasons, and it fucking maybe just makes you go insane. Maybe that's what verse 3 is all about. I don't know. And then there's like no copies. And then going on a little bit about what's wrong with people in LA. You know, they need education, they need a foundation. The seeds don't fall far from the tree. Fascinating. All right, let's move on to track 5, which is called I'm That Type of Person. What's that person? Featuring Buck 50, produced by Jay Swift. Interesting ride so far. It is bizarre. Thus far, it is bizarre.
Well, excuse me, well, excuse me,
Oh, a bass line. Hello. Oh. Hey, this is bold production. Good shit.
Well, I am the nigga in charge over here. Sack a quarterback to make a cheerleader cheer. I fix my funk like the loneliest monk. Staying true to the game cause I ain't no punk. Never been a bitch so I don't act bitchy. Smooth on the vinyl like Lionel Richie. And for creeps who sleep, you better ring the alarm clock. Don't think when I'm kicking, you can suck on a warm cock. Originate trends, but I have to get paid, so I'm making ends and beginning. See, I'm never afraid of a pancake MC cause I'm flipped when I'm slicing. Housing motherfuckers like a real estate agent.
Housing motherfuckers like a real estate agent.
Cause you can get your posse in your army brigade because
I am not afraid.
oh,
fuck with me, I be the nigga who be slanging them dogs. Arms like sticks, heads like bricks, niggas.
Arms like sticks, heads like bricks. You know, there's something about this, right? Because there have been other tracks where I complain about essentially this type of like lyrical content. Because I mean, talking shit's fine and bragging is fine, but there really is like a delivery to it. It's almost like comedy in a sense, where I feel like the guys who just take themselves really, 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 really seriously, like, no, I'm super bad at, like, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work. There's got to be this element of fucking around and, yeah, I'm talking shit, but I'm just talking shit type of a thing. When they take themselves super seriously, it just doesn't work. But this shit is funny. Good shit talking over a great beat with some just fucking silly flair to it. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Hopefully I can pin down a more specific reason as to why, like trying to understand that line that splits me between enjoying the shit talking and thinking it's like, almost cringe because it's just like, God, you take yourself so fucking seriously.
See, I'm the type of nigga that likes to breathe, and I'm the type of nigga that'll roll my sleeves. Up if there's a tussle, I'm down to get some
if there's a tussle.
Nigga bash with very little muscle hustler in my heart, so I'ma play the part of that type of nigga with the ice cold heart, chilly willy. Don't be silly, I think you're Philly and I'm bone ya. Make a disown ya, change it into bone ya. Put her on my throne, no yeah. See, I'm the type of the nigga, so you better beware. Your nigga is on them, you don't like Al Capone, I'm all that. The only difference
Good
between
spitting through there, fuck.
No clowning, cause I'm crowning like a two. And when I spit my shit, it's
Because I'm crowded like a tooth. Yeah, I love this show. This is fucking great. I love how he cracked off. I'll make her disown ya. You know, I'll take you feeling and a boulder. Make her disown ya. That was fucking just love that. Like, just like it's almost like a spring off of the word. You know, shit was bad. The only difference between me and Aussie Palsy is I'm black. Jack King me. I don't know Aussie Palsy. I don't know what that is. No clowning because I'm crowding like a tooth, and when I spit my shit, it's 190 proof. That's a very strong alcohol, by the way. That's basically almost entirely alcohol. Oh, man. Let's keep going. This is fucking great.
Well, I shut them down like PE. That's what they try to be me. I own a size in and Nike, and I kick you when you pee-pee. That's me. I give the one to kick your daddy. King and that's why your mental state was fucked before you get your mama's death. Cause the nigga and the boss. I'm flipping in a toss. And rapping was a quarter on $1 is what the cost. These niggas almost stupid like the bird would stop. Get your hands on my dick because I hold this cock. It's like a waiting in the distance. Resistance for persistence. I'm learning every day like take your mama just for instance. Cause I'm the type of nigga to make the fat lady sing. Hour after my flow, she was a shock for my swing.
I wonder where this sample is from. And then they bring it back. Wow. Oh, it just keeps rolling into the skit. Okay. Here's the skit. If I were president.
If I were president, I'd make sure all the money spent on good things.
I almost feel like I've heard this
No
before.
land in my pocket, I rock it. If I were president,
I have not heard this before, but there's an element to it that seems familiar.
I was president, I would not carry no spare change. I would just rearrange the whole government structure. Damn, I'm out of luck. Damn, I'm feeling stuck.
And it just keeps rolling. I love how it just keeps rolling. There seems to be something that's messing with the fluxure of the money. It's not coming to me. I would just rearrange the whole government structure. But that's the thing, man. It is structured that way. It just seems like it's getting worse and worse too, man. It's like everything that they can do. What pisses me off, I've ranted about this before. I'll try and keep it short, man. It's like the greedy, they're so greedy. They have so much and they still want more. And they bring about their own inevitable demise by trying to just take everything that leaves other people in a situation where they have nothing to lose. So why not revolt? Why not rise up? I have nothing left to lose. You've taken everything. It's so strange to me. Like, I can't imagine that kind of greed. Like, sure, wanting stuff, whatever. Oh, that'd be nice. But just when you already have so much, but still you have to have more. Like, that's fucking wild to me. I had a friend I worked with. Good dude. Only worked with him for a couple years, but he told me prior, years before, he had a meth addiction, and he was kind of fighting that for a while. He was off it. He'd been clean for a long time. He's got a family, got kids, and all that shit. So he's doing well. But he told me once about what it was like being high on that shit, and he said it just fucked with your head because, meth heads, right? They have this not stereotype, but like they just love stealing shit, right? Like the tweakers, they always steal shit. And he said it was the most bizarre thing because, obviously there are people that steal things for money so they can buy more drugs. But he said for him, he didn't really need the money. He had money, like he had a job and shit still. But he said when he was on it, there was something about it where it wasn't that he wanted to steal something. He just didn't want somebody else to have that. Like he would see people with things and there would just be this thing inside of him like, I don't want that person having that. He didn't necessarily want it. He just didn't want them to have it. That's fucking wild. That's wild. And I wonder how much of that, if that's a mindset that exists while you're, on a drug, how much does that mindset just exist on its own? Like how many people, their brains or, their fucking biology or whatever, it's whatever's going on, they have this thing where they see other people with things and they hate it. No, I don't want you to have that. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I've got no point. It's just really fascinating. When he shared that story with me, I was like, wow, I've never heard something like that before. What would I do if I were president? I don't know. I would make water leaks under the sink illegal. Go away, water leaks. No more water damage in my kitchen. The worst thing about this is it's just going to take forever to get it fixed. I got to call the insurance company. I got to call. It's a process. I work for the government, so I know what it's like. It just takes forever. But that's the thing. It's going to take forever. Like, our floor is going to be fucked up probably for months, honestly. Probably. I'll be surprised if it's a couple weeks only. Cool fucking album so far. Very, very different. Very different. Track 7's called Soulflower, and it's a remix, I suppose. Let's read the summary. Real quick. In 92, the brand new Heavies released their album Heavy Rhymes Experience Volume 1, which featured the original version of Soulflower. Okay. In 92, in November, so 3 months later, the Pharcyde released their first album with Dre Swift providing this up-tempo remix. Okay, so that's why it's called a remix. Same version, just up-tempo. So here we go. Here's track 7, Soulflower. I like some of the lo-fi here.
People here and wonder and they want to know how and why, but let me first introduce myself. I'm tagged the name of mine. I'm 22 years of age. I ran across the bullshit. People promise you both activities, but don't forget there are pits. No hits, it's quits. It's like the water in grits. They got another boy who can rhyme and do the flight flip, and that's I better get by because my ally. I'm supposed to flip that crazy shit while I go flip to the side. I need some zigzag.
This is cool too, man. Great sound. Yeah. I do like the element of playfulness. Just fucking around, playing, having fun.
You gotta play it all across the land. The plan is grab the duck and stand, say fuck it to the critics. Hey now, I was walking down the street, belly to the beat, fat beats in my head, tennis shoes on my feet. Nigga tried to flex, but he had to be smoked, so I shot him in the ass on the downstroke. Shot him in the ass on the downstroke. What? Shot him in the ass on the
Oh my god.
Yep, shot him in the ass on the downstroke.
I'll read this annotation here. The cats from the Pharcyde don't take kindly to people threatening or testing them, so they go to extreme measures to make sure it doesn't happen again. The last line was originally from Richard Pryor's comedy routine Eulogy off his Is It Something I Said album. Interesting. Okay, so this shot him in the ass on the downstroke, I suppose, is a reference to Richard Pryor. I need to watch more of his stuff. I really haven't sat down and watched like full Richard Pryor comedy sets. I should though. I think my wife's a fan. I think she used to watch him when she was a kid with her dad. 92 we take the cash, 93 we take the loot, because the vinyl's delicious, and I'm ambitious. Michael Ross is the genie giving us our wishes. Huh. Let's keep going. Cool. Another fucking cool track, man.
How long can you freak the fuck? How long can you freak the fuck? I separate the good stuff from the
I love this. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Alright. Freak the fuck. Freak the fuck. Yo, freak the fuck. Yo, freak the fuck.
I go from skip scott to hip hop to bebop to
Skip
bebop,
scott.
cutting it up with shit to turn a tree into a tree trunk. Cause we soak ships from the Pacific to the Atlantic. I thick dips who got the hips that are gigantic, cause I'm frantic. Take you in a frenzy, taking you out, it's easy than pulling a puller out of a Benzie. Box while I rock the orthodox style to make you squirm. Yes, I come from Cali, no, I do not have a perm. I stand firm on the mic, the bite when I gets nice. Don't roll the dice if you can't pay the price. I got more flavor than 7-Eleven Slurpees. If Magic can't admit he got AIDS, fuck it, I got herpes.
Oh my god, dude. Maybe not. Cool track. So the last portion of this genius annotation is, Magic Johnson, of course, had HIV. I remember that. That was a big deal. And then there's just this good little addition here of a person of Magic's stature making that type of announcement gave people the courage to make their own similar admissions like the one made in this line. So probably, maybe it's a joke, maybe it's real, who knows. Doesn't really matter. But the good point made there in the annotation of, when you're a prominent figure, especially at that time, like, people were paranoid about HIV. Like, they didn't want to shake hands with you and all that kind of, like, it was a big deal. I remember that. I remember people being paranoid about that shit. And now, and this is something that's tough too with, like, I feel like our current society, when it comes to shifting people in their ideas and how they think, I feel like everyone's too short term. No, you have to believe this now. You have to understand this now. And it's like, it takes a long time to shift society. It takes a long time. I mean, this is 92. The Magic Johnson thing happened before this album, obviously. So over the span of 30-something years, probably almost 40 years, honestly, people went from this huge paranoia about HIV to fully understanding it. No more paranoia. Obviously, it's still a threat and it needs to be not taken lightly, but just because somebody who has HIV, or you're standing next to them, or you shake their hand, or, you bump into them while they're sweating. Like, people used to fucking think, oh, fuck. Like, yeah. Anyway, sorry. I know. Ranting. Cool fucking song. Dude, I'm enjoying this quite a bit. This is very cool. I'm really excited. Passin Me By is a big hit. I'm looking forward to hearing that. We're getting a little closer. But so far, man, like, it's just fun. Just good energy, good shit talking, silly shit talking. I used to deal with the fuzz popped me. I had the hydros, but they repoed my crops and steel. Oh, man. Some funny rhymes, too. I'm not your carbon copy, but your first draft, jalopy. For real. I haven't heard the word jalopy in a little bit. It's been a minute. Where there was something else in here too that, where was it? I don't remember. But it was a good silly rhyming structure that I enjoyed. I don't remember what it was now. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. Which one? That was 7. Track 8 is on the DL, which usually means on the down low, I believe. It's featuring Buck 50 and J Swift producing. Here we go, track 8 on the down low. Oh, interesting cut on that piano sample.
So here it is, fuck it. Friends and no friends, I had enough bullshit to last me clear to the end of my term. I hate words, so I'ma bring in the fist and introduce my back end to refrain from my fist. Yeah, I wish that I changed, then I could shed all the main. You tripping on my ego, but all my shit is sustained. Order, across the border for a spot in the sun. I'm so down with myself, bitch, I can chill as a bum. Drunk, I'm so versed that I'm beat. I got my peers on my nerves and the crowd on my feet. The only one who has my back is me. In reality, see, I'm constantly fighting envy when we journey through the sea. We mature. I'm true to the game, I believe I bring you slipping. Yeah, I might have the ego, but you'll tell me who is tripping. I know, and it shows. I can look at your nose and just tell that you're affected by the EGO. On the down.
I like that verse. We're gonna get into that one a bit. I like that one.
I'm looking in the mirror with my cock on rock. Should I pursue to do you or just stroke my knot? While my girl is asleep, I'm caught in a jam. Went to the bathroom with cocoa butter in my hand. Closed the door behind me, locked it very tight. Thinking of all the nasty things we did last night. Slipped out my underoos, sat on the toilet bowl and let the hand I hold the mic with take control. Put my eyes tight so it would seem more real. I'm thinking about the crazy ways you made me feel. As my thoughts get deeper and I
That's fucking funny, dude. Oh, I'm gonna go rub one out while you're asleep. Oh my god.
On the down low. Don't tell nobody I killed him.
Don't tell nobody I killed him. What's the movie Ben? Did I see that? No, I did not see Ben. There's a mouse on the cover, a rat on the cover? Huh, I don't know that one. Well, since we've paused, interesting verse there by Amani. Did he have a knife? Let's see. He climbed in my window, grabbed me around the neck. Oh, so no weapon at all. So scream, you're dead. Okay. And then he, you know what? If somebody comes in your house and grabs you around the neck and says, scream, you're dead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, shoot him. Go ahead. I want to look at verse 1 here, though. This one's great. So here it is. Fuck it. Friends or no friends. I had enough bullshit to last me clear to the ends. Of my terms, I hate worms, so I bring it in the fish, because fish eat worms, obviously. You use worms as bait, and induce my backhand to refrain from the fist. So I'm going to smack you around a little bit instead of, like, roughing you up proper, you know? I wish that I changed. That I wish I could shed all the mane. You're tripping on my ego, but all my shit is sustained. Which is, that's something to consider, right? Like, some people can be little self-centered, little egotistical, little, you know, maybe they're just rude or they're just dicks or whatever. But at the same time, there is something to be said about acknowledging if somebody's, you know, practicing restraint. You know, like you can, you know, sometimes, oh, you know, so-and-so didn't have to be so rude about it. Yeah, but given the situation, you shouldn't expect them to be happy either. Like you did this thing that pissed them off, so they're pissed off. And they're not overdoing it. They're not taking it out on you or whatever. But yeah, they're not happy with you. So that's why they're being rude. Anyway, order. I crossed the border for a spot in the sun. I'm so down with myself, I could chill as a bum. I'm so burnt that I'm beat. I got my peers on my nuts and the crowd on my feet. The only one who has my back is me in reality. I'm constantly fighting envy when we journey through the sea. I'm true to the game. I believe, my friend, you slipped me. I might have the ego, but you'll tell me who is tripping, I know, and it shows. I can look at your nose and just tell that you're affected by the EGO. So I wonder if I can look at your nose, if that's like a Pinocchio reference, like this person has been lying and lying and lying and your nose is growing type of a thing. I like the part about I'm constantly fighting envy. Envy is a motherfucker. Envy and doubt, to me, are just, those two are the worst. I do a lot better with envy. I can, it's pretty rare, honestly, these days when I look at somebody else or something else and go, man, I wish I had. Because the thing is to me, like envy is an easy monster to conquer because you can never conquer it anyway. Like if you fall into this cycle of wanting more, it just never ends. It's kind of like what you're talking about with the greed, right? The people who just want more and more and more. But it's what do they say comparison is the thief of joy or something like that. Like I do a pretty good job of just focusing on, you know, what I'm doing, whether it's fucking channel or work or relationships or whatever. Like I'm gonna try and do my thing as well as I can, and that's it. What difference does it make how that person did it, and if they were better off because of it or not? Like, just like with envy, I also don't have anything where I laugh when somebody else fails, because that doesn't make my life better. Somebody else failing doesn't mean I'm better now. Like, no, it's I feel like that's fucking shallow as fuck. That's not a real experience. But with doubt is the one I fucking struggle with. Doubt, man, is so sinister. Because doubt can exist from a realm of reality. Like, oh, you fucked up. Oh, you fucked up. That was a big mistake that you and like there's basis there. There's truth. Like, I did. You know, you're never gonna be able to do this. Doubt just constantly creeps. So that's the one. I know he doesn't mention doubt here, but I'm just kind of sharing my own experience. the reason why I bring in Doubt, because sometimes I feel like Envy and Doubt are almost like buddies. Like they tag team you, you know? One Envy comes in and goes, oh, wouldn't you be so much happier if you had this? Wouldn't you be so, doesn't that look like, and then Doubt comes in right after, right? Like tag, and then Doubt comes, you'll never be able to do that. You could never. It fucking, right? Like stop, just stop. Interesting shit, man. I like that first verse quite a bit. And two, in the context of the album, especially that little skit. Which one? What was it called? The Jiggaboo thing, or what is that? Oh, Jiggaboo. Just all those little lines in there. To me, those are like the seeds of doubt, envy, whatever. Sign across the line, run out of lyrics, rapping for the money, don't have a plan. This is all doubt. This is screaming doubt. Rapping for the white man, don't have a soul. Just, oh fuck. I sold out like I'm a fake. Everyone's going to figure out I'm a fraud type of a thing. Anyway, well, let's keep going. I forgot we still have more music left in this track. I've been running my mouth too long here. I think we were here. All right. This really bumped cut on the piano sample is an interesting choice, but it works.
Flip fly, cause you're soaring sky high. Butterfly slip, wash you up, fly drip. My eyes cry, tears fear. A baby eagle, seagull shit falls quicker than a local hero zero.
I'd be lying to my teeth if I told you was dope and your benefits was reaped. Huh. We're gonna go over that last verse too, real quick. Let it finish out. On the down low, I like that one. And it drops right into this skit. Well, we're gonna pause at the skit. We'll let it roll into Officer. So 9 is Back the Pipe skit, and then 10 is Officer. Let's look at this final verse by Slim Kid. Flip fly, caught you soaring sky high, but a fly slip, wash you up, fly drip. My eyes cry, tears fear. My eyes cry, tears fear. So I feel like what he's saying here is everything can be going really, really well, and then one little fuck up, and it all comes crashing down. That's what it seems like he's saying there. A baby eagle, seagull, shit falls quicker than a local hero. 0 from 0 leaves nothing. Now ain't that something? This is annotated. Let's see what it seems. Oh, it's a reference to another song, apparently. And all this time you've been wanting something for nothing. The crew has pushed your button because your frame is on recall. The homies kicked the fact because it's whacked to let you fall. Here's the annotation for this section. Despite the psychotic mental state of the subject of the verse, his friend don't address the fact that something is clearly wrong because they're supposed to have his back no matter what. Slim is saying this guy has been wilding for a long time, but no one even has the heart to tell because no one cares and it's not going to get better. Interesting. Homies don't want you rolling in the hood to people that don't want you. And you're fucked. Crazy fucked like the slut Heather Hunter. I don't know who Heather Hunter is. A porn star who became a rapper. Okay. Well, there you go. Would be the one to punch her shit. I know I get the boot, the cars and the girls and the ego and the loot. Gee, I'll make this brief. I'd be lying through my teeth if I told you was dope and your benefits was reap. From an ego, those 0 kids are creeping with the steel and you're capping about this rapping and the caving in the grill. Interesting. Okay, well, I feel like this is specific to a person, or maybe not. Maybe they're kind of lashing out. Like maybe this is more an attack on people who they feel like are disparaging to hip hop. People who did sell out and they're just rapping for the white man or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Very interesting verse, though. Pretty, got a bit of a sting to it, man. Like, he ain't holding back on that one. Okay, this is track 9. It's Pack the Pipe, Interlude, 20 seconds. It rolls into track 10, which is called Officer. Here we go. Let's roll with this. This album's been a great ride. Just good tempo, good pace. I like, the skits are kind of located in good spots, little just brief breaks. Oh, that's a siren winding down, yeah. Like an old school siren. Oh, wow. Whoa.
I got a letter from the DMV the other day. I opened and read it. It said they were suckers. They tried to tell me that my license was suspended. I got offended for a minute and pretended that I never even got the damn letter. It's 9 o'clock on the dot, so I think I better scoot off to school, cause in class is a test. I gotta dress fast, grab my glasses and my vest. Oh, damn.
Hey, any given minute, we can have a short and travel, so I ramble about my life, and that's a shambles.
'Cause that's in shambles.
I busted out the standards or some old nights, so which we have some good bites. We need to exercise, baby, we can take a hike, and you can give Sherry back those car keys, because every word wasn't one that have to say, please. Please, don't pull me over, Mr. Officer.
Please don't pull me over. Oh my god. That's fucking funny.
You live with your homeboys.
Yeah, I live with my homeboys.
That's where you taking me to your house and your homeboys on.
I mean, but they're not home.
You ain't got your own crib.
No, I ain't got.
5-0, man. 5-0.
Without the camera, side raising high beams, 2 to a team. The blue coat Billy goes around on my rear view. Hot on the tail of an innocent being. My heartbeat is racing at a pace so fast. I'm wishing that the coppers would get off my ass. My tail can't go to jail cause it's whack. What would happen to my girl and my record contract? Yo, fellas, take off the baseball caps. Word up, I heard that the nerds get tapped. And throw on the glasses and give up the cheese. Oh, please, don't pull me over, officer, please. I'm discombobulated, malfunction irritated.
Nobody has a license. Oh my god. We're going to jail. That's a fucking great song. Very funny. I want to go up. The first, what's the second verse? Or first verse? Pretended I never got the letter. Hopped in my hoopty ride. Hoopty is one of my favorite words. Hoopty is just great. Great word. Great word for a fucking beat up piece of shit car. Getting the old hoopty. I have a little, our work truck. Work truck. It's a hoopty. I call it a hoopty. It's not even a truck. It's one of those fucking like side by side off road things, but it's not even good enough for off road. Pumped up the jam. Is that oh, Technotronics? Yeah, pump the jam, pump it up. I remember that one. I think that's what that is. Anyway. I like Booty Brown, like, oh fuck, I should have took the bus. I should have took the bus or rode a bike or gone for a hike or something. Oh, that's funny. And then of course they got to stop and hit on the girls even though they're trying to be low key and not get caught by the cops. God, that's fucking funny. Very funny. Great track. All right, track 11's called Your Mama. Produced by Jay Swift. Let's jump in. This will probably be pretty entertaining as well. Here we go. Track 11, Your Mama. What a picture. Oh my god, dude. What a fucking picture. Great beats, man. This album has a great beats.
Your mom is so fat. Your mama is so big in fact that she can get busy with 22 burritos, but times are rough. I seen her in the back of Taco Bell with handcuffs. Her middle name is Mud Bone, and on top of all that, your mama got a glass eye with the fish in it.
With the fish in it? What's with the fish in it?
Your mama got a glass eye with the fish in it. Your mama look like she's been in the dry with the rocks with the big bust nose like a dirt out of socks.
I gotta read this because I don't understand it. Taxidermy fish often have glass eyes to replace their real eyes. Your mama is so dumb, she did the opposite. She put a fish in a glass eye. Okay. Okay. Apparently, I'm also very dumb because I have to have that explained to me. kind of curious to see where this track goes because I know it's like I forgot about all the your mama jokes. I'm glad that went away. I mean, it was funny at first, but then after a while, it's like everyone's trying to scramble to come up with the next super funny your mama joke, and it's like, yeah, I heard that one. Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah, I heard that one. Heard that one. Like they all got exhausted. But I'm curious to see if they try and stay in like comedic lane, in a roast lane, or like, no, your mom really is addicted to fucking crack, and like this is awful, but we're gonna cope with humor type of a thing. So we'll see. Let me back it up just a little bit because I was hung up on this joke trying to understand it, and we'll restart at the beginning of verse 2.
She got the teeth and the wings of an African bat. Her middle name is Bubble and the top of all that. Your mama got the wooden legs. Your mama got the
Wooden legs with real
I
feet.
said your mama got the wooden legs.
Is that like a prosthetic, I guess? Like an old school prosthetic? I don't know.
Thinking about your mother to a funky beat. I went to your house and she licked me on the cheek. I said, excuse me, lady, but I remember seeing you at the Palladium way back in September because you was beatboxing for Lou Rawls in some bright red boxer drawers. You said your mom's was pretty and young, but she's old as dirt and got hair on her
Hair
tongue.
on
Your
her
mom,
tongue.
your mom.
Heaven forbid a giant part would give way. This act would blow me around the world in a day. We drove into the drive-in and she didn't have to pay because we dressed her up to look just like a Chevrolet. Taking on a
God,
mountaintop, tooting on a blizzard, riding on a horse, drinking whiskey out of
Oh,
the
my God.
and the teeth of an African bag. Her middle name is Mudbone and on top of all that, your mama's got an afro with a chin strap. Your mama's got an
Chin strap? Is the chin strap like because her sideburns come down so far? Is that what it is?
Your mama got snake skin teeth.
Your mama did a pop tune.
So big she could look into a magnet to keep away with that.
Your mother got a Pixie board on her back. She be with EQ and everything she be saying. Your mama's an extra on The Simpsons and shit.
The Simpsons.
So bad you can't even see her legs. It just looks like she's gliding across the floor.
Huh. Okay. So this annotation here for Ricky Bell. At the time, New Edition was the hottest R&B group, but Ricky Bell got the least amount of love from the ladies. And your mom is so repulsive that she can threaten people with the thought of sex with her, even Ricky Bell. I always like the 2-for-1 jokes, right? Where you're insulting, somebody's mom, but also in somebody else as well at the same time. Okay, this is Passin Me By. This is the big one. Over 200 million streams. By far the biggest track off the album by like a factor of 10 in terms of listens. Your Mom was okay. It's fine. I like the beat. I mean, it's silly. It's ridiculous. Whatever. Curious to hear this one. Producers Jay Swift, man. Yeah, just Jay Swift is putting this shit all together. Okay, here we go. Track 12, Passin Me By. Curious if I recognize any of them. A little bit of a bass line there.
Now in my younger days, I used to sport a shag. When I went to school, I carried lunch in a bag with the apple for my teacher, cause I knew I'd get a kiss. Always got mad when the class was dismissed, but when it was a session, I always had a question. I would raise my hand to make a snap come through my chest. Can you help me with my problem? It was never much. Just a trick to spell a shit. I try to sneak a touch. First I write her name, then carve a plus with my name last. Love the looking glass. I seen her yesterday, but still I had to let her pass.
I like that. Is that saxophone? Sounds like.
All I can do is stay up. Back as kids, we used to kiss when we played Truth or Dare. Now she's more sophisticated, highly educated, not at all overrated. I think I need a prayer to get in a book, and it looks rather dry. I guess a twinkle in her eye is just a twinkle in her eye. Although she's crazy stepping, I'll try and stop the stride, cause I won't have no more of this passing me by.
Time for me to voice my opinion, can be pretending she didn't have me. Sprung
nincompoop, all right.
On the father coop. She was a flake like corn, and I was born not to understand. But letting the past, I proved to be a better man.
I love that. I love that portion right there. That little hit of saxophone. Cool song. You know, this stuff is great because there's so much, and I don't even want to talk like specific to hip hop, but just like guys in general, we're so good at talking shit and fucker and blah blah blah. But I love a throwback, especially with the first verse essentially being, you know, it's his teacher, you know, being younger. There's something like actually kind of pure about that, like young male infatuation, you know? I feel like with guys, man, it's like we get so fucking dirty minded as we get older, you know? It's just fucking ridiculous. But like you always kind of remember your first crush, you know? Fucking like what, 7th grade or 6th grade or something like that. Just that for whatever reason. And I always fascinate over that because, you know, what causes that? It's not like you've got a crush on everyone. No, maybe, you know, maybe a couple, but usually it was just like the one, you know, there she goes. You know? But just being this like little kid and just, there's something. So I like this, like essentially a throwback to that idea. I liked. It's funny that verse 1, it's the teacher, and of course the teacher's got a man and all that stuff. The second verse is really interesting. You know, his friends are telling him, look for something better, but there's something that smile. She makes me a go-getter. Haven't gone as far as asking if I could get with her. Just play love by ear and hope she gets a picture. And so that's another element of this track that I like, is that just that childish nervousness. Oh, I don't want to say anything. Maybe she'll just figure it out that I like her. I'll just hope. You know? I like that. Cool track. This is very neat. This is fun to listen to.
Wait, no, I did not really pursue my little princess with persistence. And I was so low-key that she was unaware of my existence. From a distance, I desired her, secretly admired her, wired her a letter to get her. And it went, my dear, you do not know me, but I know you very well. Now let me tell you about the feelings I feel for you when I try or make some sort of attempt. I simp. I wish I wasn't such a wimp.
This is great.
You know that I love you so, and if I was your man, then I would be true. The only lying I would do is in the bed with you. Then I turn sincerely the one who loves you dearly. P.S. love me tender, but the letter came back 3 days later. Returned to sender.
Damn. Oh, man. Really cool track. Fucking course. Of course. We're going to close out with some classy burping at the end, right? But, yeah, that's kind of another thing that just us we childish men do sometimes, right? Try and play it all off like it ain't no thing, even though inside we're just like, oh. I wanted to get to the end of verse 3, Amani. I like what he says here. She looked good. Downside, she had a man. He was a Rudy Toot, a nincompoop. Another great word. Getting a lot of great words in this album. She told me, soon your little birdie's going to fly the coop. She was a flake like corn, and I was born not to understand. By letting her pass, I'd prove to be a better man. Love that bit. Because sometimes, and this is anybody, you know, guys or girls, whatever. Sometimes we get so infatuated, we fail to see the flaw, right, in the person. And so she was a flake like corn, meaning she probably just hops from one person to the next, you know, trying to get the next best thing or who knows what. By not getting with her, by not pursuing, yeah, it actually works out in your favor. There she goes again, the dopest Ethiopian. And now the world around me begins moving in slow motion when Whenever she happens to walk by, why does the apple of my eye overlook and disregard my feelings no matter how much I try? Great verse. Writes this whole letter, simping out for her. I love that the word simp is in there. I thought that was more of a recent word, but apparently not. It's been around for a while. Doesn't sign it. Oh, how much I love you. Doesn't sign it. And came back, returned to sender. Great track. Great track. Something too, with the closing out sections, keep passing me by, passing me by. I feel this is another thing where there's been a couple mentions. Well, there was the one mention of envy, which was on the down low, I believe. You know, this is another example of envy. It can be, but there's been tracks before, different artists and stuff, where the relationship is really about the relationship with hip hop and with music. It's so, I feel like there's layers to this one. Like, yeah, I think it's pretty direct and straightforward in terms of it's, you know, having an infatuation or a crush on somebody or whatever. But it could also go deeper in terms of just life and what it is that you're pursuing and for whatever, you know, whatever your passion is. But then what's the actual drive behind it? You know, is it love? Is it infatuation? Is it envy? Are you doing a thing because you see somebody else doing it and it's not the thing that you want to do, but the victory, the outcome, the success that they get that you want? And so I'm going to try and take the same path, but then it doesn't work out because you don't have the same passion the other person has, so you don't get the same reward because... Yeah, that's one thing I never like about all these motivational speakers and all these, you got to get up at 4 a.m. Because they never, ever mention that the biggest driving factor behind that is just literally a passion for the thing. The desire to want to do the thing. They make it sound like you're supposed to trick yourself into wanting it when the reality is the opposite. You can't stop even if you try. But you can't, like, force that. You can't, like, I'm never going to be like, oh, I'm going to get fucking passionate about tennis, y'all. I'm going to do, like, no. I have no interest in tennis. None. No, it can't happen. It won't happen. You know, I'm not going to get passionate about laying concrete. Oh, fucking A, boys. Let's get up early. Let's lay some more concrete. No. It just doesn't fucking work that way, right? We all have our things that we're into, and we have things that we're not interested in. And if you're not interested in it, you just can't. You could try and force it. Maybe you can force it a little bit, but it's not going to be real, you know? So the whole envy thing, sometimes I feel like envy and infatuation and crushes, where, you know, all those kind of mixed together. And sometimes it does such a great job of screwing up our vision, and we don't realize what we're chasing and why we're chasing it. You know, we just have this, oh, I just want this thing. It's like, well, why? What's driving you to pursue the thing? And anyway, I'm kind of losing my own point now. It's getting a little muddy. You guys get it. I trust that you guys have spent enough time listening to me ramble that you understand when I go off the rails a little bit, you still understand the point. We have different producers here. This is track 13. It's called Otha Fish. John L.A.J. Barnes and Slim Kid are producing on this one. Oh, fascinating. So this will be the first set of producers outside of, I forgot his fucking name, J Swift. I knew it was a J. All right, well, here we go. Let's check out track 13, Otha Fish.
Yeah, bam, hey, what's up, yeah, we was like that, you know, yeah, and I just got laid back.
Yeah, I'ma just sit in here for a couple hours.
Man, don't sweat it, yo, we gonna catch
Oh, wow.
this up, dude.
Hold on, I'm kinda tired.
Nah, we got a basket, we gonna fill this basket before we go, yo.
We adjourned to the floor. Oh, I hit a high note because of the way that she was walking. We got into the groove. I didn't bust no hip hop moves.
I like
I
that.
just kept it nice and smooth. Next thing you know, we got together. Word, I thought we'd be forever. Didn't have an umbrella. Now I'm soaked in stormy weather. Two birds of
Good
a feather
production.
fly
Good
upon to the
production.
beat together. Never simping and leave your love life limp. There'll be no suicide attempts for this slim shrimp kid. Cause you know there's other fish in the sea, that is. In the sea. In the sea, that is.
Great follow-up to Passin Me By. What a great follow-up to it.
In the sea, that is.
almost like they're together, you know, like linked together. They're so related.
I reminisce, try to clear up all the myths for an imaginary kiss with you again. Not even friends, though. I wish that I could mend like a Taylor and be Olive Oil's #1 sailor. I am what I am still.
That's Popeye.
Like an anvil, she's heavy on the mind. Sometimes it's more than I can handle. Bitch licking drip drip from a nigga's benefits. He doesn't even suit you, and he's surely not the size. I'm surprised that you slept on a heart that's worldwide. And when you open up your eyes, mermaid, I really wish that you don't bruise a limb as a swimming other fish in the sea, in the sea, in the sea. That is. I thought I knew you, but I didn't even know you, bro. You're stupid, cause you thought you captured Cupid, and you found that love ain't 2 bits of shit. So I resign and quit. It ain't even about the hips or the lips or the tits or even the pussy whip. Elizabeth, this is it, because I slipped and I tripped into a shoe that didn't fit, and now the next man is stealing my heart away.
Oh wow, wow. There's gonna be a lot of this shit at the end. Wow. This sounds like Alt J. This sounds very much like Alt J, which obviously came out fucking 30 years later. But there's a track by Alt J. I can't remember which one it is. But listen, you know there's other. You know that there's an other. Yeah, very much reminds me of Alt J track. The outro's a little long. This doesn't need to be as long. Actually, you know what? I say that, and then honestly, that last minute went pretty quick. Trippy. Is it gonna pour right into the skit? Oh no, it shifts back over. Oh wow. Let's check out the skit. We got Quinton's on the way, which is 14. Maybe it just dumps right into it. Oh no. Well, okay, we'll let it go.
Your mama remix is whack, man. It sucks dick. You guys ready? Are you ready? It sucks dick. That shit is just whack. How could you guys go out like that? You guys are some suck ass chump. Wait a minute, dude. Don't even.
Good drumming. Who's Quinton? Everything's okay. I'm gonna pause real quick. This is what the annotation says. This is a quote from Slim Kid. Imagine being at the studio for like 14 hours. Literally from 11 a.m. till the next sunrise every day because we're working on the Bizarre Ride album. That's the nature of it. We were just in there working. We would get hungry and order food. The menus would all be laid out. We'd be shooting pool at the pool table. The brothers would like to smoke a lot. They would call Quinton, hit him up. They call him just like the pizza delivery. And in 30 minutes, he'd be there. And then the sessions in the van, we would go on and on and on. When Quinton was on his way, everyone was happy. Like, yeah, man, we're about to get high. That's funny. So Quinton brings the supply while they're in the studio for 11-hour runs, 14-hour runs. Quinton's on his way with another J. Okay, now I understand another J part. These guys are goofy as fuck, man. Goofy as fuck. Ain't no mountain high enough. That's gotta be a reference right there. Yeah, sure. Okay. If there ain't no mountain high enough, why aren't you climbing it? My hand's been extended. This is the final verse. Hand's been extended ever since the day I lent it to you. I thought I knew ya, but I didn't even know ya. You're stupid because you thought you captured Cupid, and you found out that love ain't 2 bits of shit. So I resigned and I quit. It ain't even about the hips or the lips or the tits or the pussy whip. Elizabeth, this is it. I slipped and I tripped into a shoe that didn't fit. Well, not meant to be, right? Now the next man is stealing my heart away. I charge him like a bull, but this pole never fades. The kid is going crazy. They're stepping with my lady. They're working on a baby. I'm pushing up daisies, right? This is fucking killing me. But I won't play second fiddle to the man and stand firm on this. I seal up on the bliss with a big juicy kiss. Just call me Big Gibraltar Miss. No, I won't diss. I just like off to the other fish in the sea. What was the one about swimming off? Yeah. I'm surprised that you slept on a heart that's worldwide. When you open up your eyes, babe mermaid, I really wish that you don't bruise a limb as I swim with other fish in the sea. So this, I mean, the song is great, especially after Passin Me By. But it's also kind of sad. You know, it's kind of sad. Just because it's not entirely rejection. Rejection is an element, of course. You know, being looked over is a bit of an element here. But when you think about other fish in the sea, this track does bring in an element of perhaps settling, you know, or definitely a theme of disappointment in the other person, you know. And sometimes what's interesting about disappointment in another person is sometimes it's a roundabout way of being disappointed in yourself. When you finally realize this other person isn't who you thought they were, sometimes you get to a point where it's like, you know what? It's not really them. It's my judgment and my error of judgment in this person. Like, why did I see this person this one way and not see all the things that I now see, you know? And sometimes that's hard, right? Sometimes you want to be able to trust your instincts. Sometimes you want to be able to just trust love, right? That's nice. Isn't that a nice idea? To have a feeling and go, you know what? This feeling is true. This feeling is accurate. This feeling is not misleading. But sometimes they are. Sometimes they are misleading, and that's a tricky one. Very tricky if you can't trust your own feelings. Makes you question. Makes you doubt, right? And that's one of the things. Oh, fucking here comes doubt again. I like Other Fish. Good track. Good track. I do like this too. There'll be no suicide attempts for this slim trim kid, because you know there's other fish in the sea. So like, this sucks, but I'm not going to get too busted up over it. You know, I'm going to move on. Life goes on. There's a lot of people. For the record, my wife and I, we've been married over 20 years. I met her in the 7th grade. We've been friends for a long time, known her a long time. I'm sure there are plenty of people that would say, oh, you found true love. I don't believe in true love. Well, not necessarily true love, but like there's the one, right? You hear that phrase a lot. The one that's for you, the one perfect person. I don't think that's true. I think there's a lot of different people out there, and a lot of people bring some amazing qualities to the table. And like everyone, no one's perfect, right? We all bring some qualities to the table that are great, and we bring a little bit of baggage with us. Hopefully we can manage the baggage pretty well. Hopefully the other person is understanding to our baggage. Hopefully the relationship is such that you can talk about it and work through it, you know, and grow together. That's great when that happens. But when it comes to other fish in the sea, yeah, I definitely subscribe to the theory there's other fish in the sea other than there's the one true person for everyone. I don't buy into that. Despite my situation. My situation is fantastic. Love my wife. She's wonderful. But if something happened and, well, it's funny, a couple of years ago, my friend and I were going on this road trip and we were talking about the dating scene and just the fucking, the insanity that is the current online dating scene and how awful it would be and all this bullshit. We pretty much both decided, like, yeah, we wouldn't get married again. We wouldn't bother dating again. Like, it just, fuck it, it's over, which is fine. But, you know, sometimes you meet people and sometimes they're wonderful and great. Awesome. And it's a totally different person from the previous person. And you never know, really. That's all it comes down to. You never know. This is track 15, Pack the Pipe, which, you know, Quinton has now showed up. He's on the way with another J. It's been a 14-hour recording session. So let's drop into Pack the Pipe and see how the Pharcyde eases off on their stress a bit. Here we go, track 15. I dedicate this to Buddha. I like the production. It is kind of like smoky, cloudy, fuzzy, faded. It's gotta slow down a little bit.
Trapped in the cockpit at 40,000 feet. The sky is the limit, but we supersede. The green for the speed is like way beyond limits. I grab my parachute with like forks and spoons in it, and I'm falling. My heart rapid rushes, death before my eyes. Oh, why did I trust this? My reactions are repeated over and over and over. Oh, it seems like I will never be
It seems like I'll never be sober. Jesus, these guys. Oh, wow. Some of these albums I wish I could listen to while stoned. I kind of like this one. I like the production on this one quite a bit. It's like chilled out. It's a combination of crazy with the lyrics, but chilled out production.
Then Coco said, don't do it. Please don't hit that shit in front of my little 4-year-old son. She's sitting inside the house, meanwhile my Sherry steadily roll one after the other, then another, cause I'm rolling in the dough. So we rolling the endo, as if the kid didn't know. He's looking through the window, yo, why we trying to hide it? But who am I to deny the kid try? And nature's little way of saying hi. So pack the pipe.
Thank you, old man. Oh my god. He's getting his fucking 4-year-old side. Jesus, dude. I will say this about, there's a line in here, looking through the door, why are we trying to hide it? To make a boy grown to be ignorant and misguided about the bud. Like, as a parent, I agree with that part. Like, it's not our jobs to hide shit from kids. It's our job to help them understand it and manage it and navigate it. Because you hide shit, and then when they finally come across it in their own real life, and they will, then they don't know what to do. Right? So I always tell my son, well, not always, I've been telling him a little bit more recently, much to the chagrin of my wife. She's not a fan of these conversations that I've had with my son, but I've told him, look, if you want to get high, if you want to try smoking pot, just let me know first, okay? We'll go to the dispensary and get legit weed. Don't just smoke random shit when you don't know where it came from. Not with this fentanyl fucking shit running around. Don't do it. And I told him, look, it's not about not trusting you. It's not even about not trusting your friends or things like that. You just don't know where it came from. That's the concern I have. I'm not even really too worried about weed. Not like I'm going to try and he's only 13. I'm not going to try and get him high right now, but I was telling him, where was it? New Year? Yeah, it was New Year. I was telling him, hopefully someday, because I'm federal employee. Well, contracted, but so I can't smoke. So until it's legal on the federal level, I can't smoke. But I would love a day where me, my son, and my dad can sit down and smoke together. That would just be fucking amazing. And I hope I get to have that opportunity one day. I hope. That would be so much fun, especially if we're out in the desert and, we're at the campfire and we've been riding dirt bikes all day and then we get to smoke a little bit of weed. That would be fucking amazing. Amazing. And that's another thing too, is there's certainly potheads and burnouts and people who smoke every day and they don't amount to shit and that's all their life is just smoking pot. But it's like you can also be reasonable with these things, So I agree with this. Yeah, don't hide it. Explain it to them. Help them understand it. Help them navigate it. And then, help them have fun with it rather than treating it like this awful thing. I mean, I don't know how many people I've met in my life or like grew up with where they were in super conservative Christian households, couldn't do anything. And then as soon as the shackles came off, just fucking went bananas, right? Like, whoa, you've got off the deep end. You're going crazy. Anyway, there's my another good rant session, just random rambling around there. Quinton, where are you? Oh my god.
Why does your mother smoke pipe with crack on the inside?
Oh, they got Quinton on. Oh, I see.
I don't know what's up. The bitch smokes a lot of heroin every day. A hard bass head. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say. I wonder if they literally pulled Quinton into the booth. Like, yo, yo, yo. Yo, just rap on this shit, man. Let's go. That's fucking funny. I like that one. I like Back the Pipe. That's a good track. Good track. The bud, not the beer, because the bud makes me wiser. Oh, God. Good shit. Good shit. Final track off Bizarre Ride to the Pharcyde. What a great album this has been. Return of the B-Boy. Producers Jay Swift. Track 16. Dropping in. Here we go. '87 to '88 are a reference to the years which were important years for the explosion of the golden age of hip-hop.
Yes, yes, sure. I got the fever for the flavor of a beat, y'all. I stand tall, gets warm like beef, y'all. I move like a cow, honey chow, ooh, I want to go to check it. Baby, just lend me your ear for a second. Cause I'm wrecking eardrums, cold, black and decking. Hold on,
Black and decking.
Quite dark. If you can't slide, then stay out the park. If my creatures don't know you, then hop off the ark. Are you hip? Do you need another tip? Cause that's a strike and talk like in the ass crack. Pip, jump on there. Shake your shit if you want it. Show no shame. If I think I can get your arrow and aim. It ain't no thing to jump on there. Jump on there.
And you don't stop. Yo, 'cause back in '89 I was doing the wild. Back and forth and back. I'm from the streets, now I'm a straight mag. Skin is black, hair is brown, eyes are red. You know that?
Eyes are red.
When I get up on the mic, I keep the rhymes good like
Oh, God.
and I'm just tonight.
Nice drum fill right there.
West Coast, West Coast, West Coast is on fire. We don't need no water.
Ooh, we don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. That's, oh, God. What's that band's name?
Well, my name is Jammer, and I like to say that I'm a super damn rapper. Come straight
Oh,
from
Rock
the
Master
lake.
Scott.
5'10" brown skin,
Okay.
23
I'm thinking of a different
years
song,
old.
but I also know that
Because
reference.
I'm pigeon toe, like this, like this, like this.
I like this one, too.
Hard as hell, I am the one and I prevail. You will sell, you will fail. I am the
I like it's got like a bit of an echo fade out here. Body in your mouth. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. I haven't heard that one in forever. Long time. I was thinking of another one. Oh, I was thinking of We Didn't Start the Fire. That's the song I was thinking of. But I know I'm also aware of this reference too. Whoops. Because I'm wrecking our eardrums cold. Black and Decker. So Black and Decker are like power tools and shit. Hold on the horse because the force is like the dark. If you can't slide, then stay out the park. If my preachers don't know you, hop off the ark. Wow, man. That was a lot of fun. That was a good suggestion. 92. Because what's fun about that one, I was thinking pretty early on, actually, like, I don't know, track 3 or 4 or something like that. It's like, I recently listened to Straight Outta Compton by NWA, and that's 88. And you can hear it. You can hear that it's an older, very, very early version of hip hop. And not that it's bad, actually, it's pretty good, honestly. But you can tell hip hop has evolved. That's all that's happened. Nothing wrong there, nothing bad. Hip hop has definitely evolved. What's cool with the Pharcyde is you still have like the sound that's kind of early style, but I feel like the flow is much improved. Much improved. And again, not like the flows were bad, but on Straight Outta Compton. But you get some of those, like, I don't even know how to, like, describe it. Yo, I'm here. Just, it's almost like when you fucking watch, like, Stephen Colbert do a rap on his show. It's like, God. It's like that kind of shit. This is a little bit faster, a little bit crisper, a little bit more wordplay happening, and just kind of shooting things out and changing vocal inflection and speeding up and slowing down. You can hear a lot more play in the vocals, a lot more play in just the rhyming, everything. So it's a great blend of both hearing the vocal experience evolve, and even, I mean, the production's great too, but the production is still that old style sound. So it's really just a great blend of timelines in terms of evolution in hip hop. Really fucking cool. And silly too. Like, good shit talking, but like not to the point where it gets, for me at least, where it gets annoying, where it's like, okay, you really just do think you're the baddest person to ever walk the planet, and no one ever's done it like you. Like, I feel like some people just really believe that. It's like, okay. You go believe that and you have fun with that. I'm not really interested in that. These guys, I like how they acknowledge a lot of shit. They acknowledge a lot of shit, it seems like, within themselves. There's some concerns. Am I selling out? You know, what am I actually chasing? What am I pursuing? That kind of a thing. But at the same time, kind of laughing it off, like, well, you know, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? You know, you can sit around and second guess yourself all day long, and you'll go nowhere and do nothing because of it. Sometimes you gotta just go, and that's it. And whatever happens is how it happens. Oh, I like the summary here on Return of the B-Boy. Throwback to the days of many influential 80s artists such as Run DMC. I need to listen to some Run DMC. I haven't listened to them yet. Good shit, man. Good shit. That was fun. A lot of fun. Where are we at? Oh, almost 2 hours. That's okay. So that's about normal. Usually I take an album runtime and I double it for my reaction time, because I usually talk for about the same amount of time as the album plays. So that's 2 hours is about right. Yeah, okay. Well, let's check out. There's 2 music videos. I'm really quite concernicus about the For Better or For Worse video. That's one of them. The other one is, I think, Passin Me By, I believe. That's Patreon only. Again, Patreon's $2. And no ads. I think that's, to me, that's the biggest selling point with it. There's no fucking ads. God, YouTube.